Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Milk Room Podcast. My name is Kimberly. I am your host, and I am here today with Justin. Hi, Justin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I have something to tell you, and I wonder if you've gotten this before because it was like the first thing I thought of when I saw your page. But
Yeah.
you remind me of like an actor slash model.
Oh,
I wonder if
Lord.
you get it a lot. Do you know what it is?
Is it Tay Diggs?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
my
exactly
God.
who I thought about. I
Are
was
you
like,
serious?
yes. I was like, this man looks
I've
like
been
Tay
getting
Diggs.
told that since middle school, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
And
no
you guys are
lie.
not related?
No, not at
That's
all.
crazy,
But yeah, I
though.
get that a lot. I guess it's a compliment.
It's
I appreciate
uncanny.
it.
That's crazy. And like, would that piss you off? I'm not gonna lie.
Nah. Cause Tay Diggs is cool.
He is
He's
cool.
a little weird, but he's cool. And he's a good actor.
That's crazy. I'm like, no, but like, isn't he a model too?
Yeah, I think he is. I'm pretty sure he is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you're a model too, aren't
Yeah,
you?
but I actually just came out here for music. It's very interesting how I stumbled upon the modeling world. Like
Really?
the modeling world just kind of fell in my lap. So I went to a fashion show, and then I just loved the whole event. I reached out to the person that organized it. Her name is Layla,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Can I perform at your next show?" She said, "Sure."
Period.
And
Shout out to Layla.
That's right. And I think maybe 2 days before the show, she was sending me everything about the show, the set times and everything. She was like, "You're going to model too, right?" And I was like, "I guess so. I guess I am going to model too." So,
Interesting. So you had
That's
hit
how I
her
did
up
it.
for music? Like
yes,
Hmm.
to perform at her fashion show. And then she asked me to model, and then boom, you know.
Interesting. And
Yeah.
like, are you doing well for yourself when it comes to modeling?
Yeah, the crazy thing is, I think a lot of people know that music really doesn't pay until you really make it.
Yeah.
Music is a hustle.
Yeah.
But I've just found it so incredible and just funny that, I've been getting paid more from modeling and acting than music.
Yeah.
And I just love all the opportunities out here. I go on Craigslist every day and different casting websites. And it's crazy how I can find little gigs. I've been a hand model. Never thought I'd do something like that. I've modeled different clothings and things like that. It's just beautiful to see where God will take you.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you kind of just got to trust the process.
You just gotta trust the process. But
Yeah.
you love music, right?
Yes.
You love music. And what type of music do you make?
I make hip hop, R&B. But the thing is, I'm not just in a box. I have all kinds of music. I also have a nursery rhyme album for children.
Oh,
I got R&B music. I have country music. I have a rock album.
Oh
I do a
my
lot of different things. But
God.
my main music is hip hop and R&B.
of course. I can
Yes,
imagine
yes.
just how I think important that is. And
Uh-huh.
like, because, like I love Black culture as well. And I think it's just so
Mhm.
important. I love Black voices, Black stories.
Yes.
And it's so important to continue that. And actually, it makes me really excited because aren't you, according to your bio, a behavioral therapist?
Yes. I am a behavioral therapist as well. That's also something else. Another hat that I wear.
Yeah, you do so much. When you're creative, I think like people think you have to only do one thing,
Yeah.
but it's not the truth.
Yeah, that's
you know?
right. That's right. As a creative, you're capable of doing many different things and showing your creativity in different avenues. I can do music in all different kinds of events and in different arenas. You just have to find your niche. That's what it's all about. I heard you guys have a good conversation, you and Brookie, before I came on, and just trusting the process and just continuing to put yourself out there. I think that's the biggest thing because as a creative, you will get discouraged.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. There will be a point where you feel like you're running in circles.
Yeah.
But you have to fall in love with the process.
Mm-hmm.
When I was playing basketball, I played basketball in college and some overseas. The main thing that made me a great player was trusting the process, loving practice, loving getting better and better. You can't sit there and be like, "Oh, I hate this. I can't make this shot. I can't make this." No, you stay there. Boom, I'm gonna make this shot. I'm gonna make the next one. I'm gonna get this one.
I can imagine that's such good training and discipline that you can use as a musician, because I know that people that pursue music, they can, like you said, they get so easily discouraged, especially with the lack of funding, the lack, like the oversaturation in the market,
That's the biggest thing.
right?
the
So
biggest thing.
like I want to know what made you like fall in love with music as a child.
Oh man, I guess I have to give it up to my family. The grandparents, the aunties, everybody playing the old school music when I was younger. Walking around the house hearing Luther Vandross, Barry White, Marvin Gaye, all types of people. But the thing about music is it's such a big part of our life. Initially, when I was in college, before I graduated, I think I wanted to. No. Go back. When I started college, my first thing I wanted to do was sports psychology because I was playing basketball at the time. And then I found something about music therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in college studying psychology, I actually did my own study on someone exercising with music and without music.
Mm-hmm.
And we already know that music is everywhere. So in elevators, if you're on hold on the phone, music is a big part of our life. We love listening to music in the shower. Music is just something that, the vibrations will change your mood.
Yeah.
And when I did that study in college, I just realized that, it came out that, you do much better when you have music playing.
Yeah.
Any kind of music. It could be rock. It could be anything.
It takes off your stress, I've noticed, because even me, like, I'm such a, like, yapper, and I love hearing people yap, but that can be a lot to me sometimes. And, like,
really?
music,
As a yapper?
Yeah, it can be too much. I'm like, damn, like, I don't need to hear all that. But, however, I think that's where music comes in, and the moment where I want to take a moment and sit still and, like, really, like, savor the day.
Yes. Music brings everyone together. That's something else you guys said.
It's universal.
Yeah, you can go to a whole nother country and they don't speak English at all, but they can sing every word to Lil Wayne's song or Jay-Z's song.
Exactly.
That's the thing about it. I think it's beautiful.
And Justin, where are you from originally?
I'm originally from North Carolina.
No way. I used to live in North Carolina.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's wild. I mean, I've ran into a few people from North Carolina, but not a lot. That's amazing.
That's crazy. I know. Like, I'm just so curious. Like, what was it like being a creative person growing up in such a small state? Like,
oh, man. Well, it was interesting because you could see that it was possible. There were people around you. There was places to do certain things, but the people there, they were trying to, it was just like the old school mindset, I'll say. Yeah. Get a job, go to college, do this and do that. Find you something, a job that you're good at. And that's one of the reasons I moved out here for a change, different scenery and setting. But yeah, it's just the mindsets there are very different. Yeah. And and it's still that way. I talked to my family. I want to say last week it was my grandmother, and I was telling her, I was like, you know what? If I can figure out how to make at least $200 or $300 a day, I can quit my behavioral therapist job, and I can live off of my gigs and things like that. But of course, she said, no, I don't think you should do that. See, that's just the old mindset.
Yeah, I think it's like they get scared of the lack of security. I think, and honestly, me as an immigrant, like a first generation immigrant, that was my fear too, because for a long time I was denying this part of myself as a creative, and I was like, I need something more secure. But then I was like, I can't do this anymore. Yeah. I was like, I just can't.
Yeah, because you just feel like you're closed in, like you need to be let loose.
I need to be let loose.
I totally understand that. Yeah.
Exactly. And how was that process for you to move from like literally across the country? Because did you do it alone?
Yes. I just took a leap. I first visited here with a friend, and I was like, okay, I think I can do this. I got a job before I came out here. I wasn't there long, but I got a job before I came out here and just did it, And it takes a little time to get adjusted here, to be honest.
Of course.
It takes a couple years, and now I feel like I have my feet set, and now I just have to be strategic about my moves that I make.
Yeah, you're just ready to go.
Yeah.
And you finished your college education? Where did you go?
Yes. I graduated from Guilford College, and I also went to Tennessee Temple University.
You were in Tennessee? That's crazy.
Yeah, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So I got my bachelor's in psychology and a minor in business.
That's so crazy. I feel like I remember I wanted to be a psychology student. I actually wanted to do sociology because I wanted to go into research, because I love people. I think part of being creative is loving people, and
for sure.
Right. And I wanted to ask, like, how are you able to, I think, manage your life and make time for your job and your family from far away and your creativity? That's
the hardest thing, to be honest. At this point, I have to have, client sessions. I have to have board meetings and things like that during the week. So I have to figure out how to, maybe some days I'll take off a day and go do this gig, but right now, mostly the weekends is when I find time, or in the afternoons, anything after 5 o'clock, I can get to it.
Of course. Yeah. But I also understand that can be very limited, because I have a 9-to-5 job as well, and I'm going back to school because I'm like, I need a break, because there's so many things that I want to do, and it's very frustrating to not feel like I have the time for it.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is, as an artist, especially, I want to say, in my field as a behavioral therapist, I have to give my energy to so many people, and I have to take in so much energy from other people. You know, you really have to figure out how to manage that and balance it, because you know, when you get home at the end of the day, you don't have the energy to create. You gotta cook dinner. You gotta do this and get ready for the next day. But you know, you just have to figure out how to balance that, and I feel like I've figured it out. You know, I already don't sleep much. I sleep about 4 hours a night, 4 or 5 hours.
No, you need your sleep.
I get enough.
But I get it though, because I feel like I also get sometimes, because my sister's a dog sitter and she has like rich clients, and you know, I've tried to ask them for help sometimes, but they're not really in the fields that I want to go in. But you know, they'll tell me, and they'll be like, you know, regardless of whatever you want to do, regardless of wherever you're going to go to school, there will be a period of time in your life where you're going to have to be knocking on doors and, you know, seeing where you can get in. And, you know, that's regardless of whether you have a degree or not. Like, you're going to have to do it, but it just takes one thing to do.
That's right. And what I've noticed since moving out here, just walk the walk. So there's been situations when I walked into rooms, I'm like, whoa, no security here? I'm like, do y'all know? But just walk the walk.
Yeah.
You know, be confident and know what you're here for, know what you want.
Of course. And how do you feel like as a Black man, you know, like entering this creative world and also, you know, having to explain that to your family?
Oh my gosh.
Like, what is that like? Because I know me as a Hispanic woman, my family has been supportive, but they don't get it, you know? Yeah,
for sure. It's been good. It's been very interesting. I have a very supportive family, so you know, I've always been a big dreamer. So, you know, first it was basketball. First I was traveling all over the world playing basketball, and they had to support me in that. And now, you know, I take this leap and come out here and pursuing music and acting and things like that. So I've just been very, very supported, and I love it. But when it comes to different fields here, I will definitely say that I've ran into some, you know, different situations as a Black man with modeling world, the music world, and the acting world. You know, it's a challenge in all of those fields in many different ways.
You probably have to show up as a specific type of person for each of them.
Yeah, exactly. And you just see how you have to maneuver in different ways in different fields.
I have a question for you, since I know you get the fact that you look like Tay Diggs a lot. Like, is that a problem when you go model or like when you like audition for acting? Like, do they see that too?
No, nobody actually. No. Actually, when I've been out doing gigs and working, I haven't been told that.
What?
I hear that from people out. You know, just conversations.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. But honestly,
people are probably like, I don't know if I should say that. He might not like that.
But you know what though? I see it more when you're photographed rather than when you're moving. So maybe I see like if an audition they don't see it. You know what I mean?
I got my own look. You know.
But you have your own look. It's just like I was like, he doesn't look exactly like him. He's like a cousin. Like, you know what I mean?
I got
it's not exactly. But I get that. I get that with who do I get that with? Like, I love celebrity lookalike. Like, like I don't know. You probably win one of those competitions, the celebrity lookalike. You should probably go one of those.
I should,
you
right?
You should.
Oh
They
my
need to be
gosh.
like, find a Tay Diggs competition.
Yeah, if I find one, I'll definitely apply.
You know why? Because it's so funny. This is so irrelevant, but I literally just learned that he was married to the lady from Wicked, the one who actually like sang on Broadway.
Really?
Yeah, like
Tay Diggs?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, the more you learn. But I was just wondering, you know, like your music. I know that you said you're kind of focusing on modeling a little bit more right now, but maybe it's because you're going like in a between period with your music. Are you finding any other inspirations for that?
Well, actually, music is still a very big part of what I do. I won't do fashion shows unless I also can perform at them. So I've just been making sure that I, you know, could do what I came out here to do. And as a person that makes music, I'm always inspired in different ways. I'm inspired whether I'm sad or whether I'm happy. So you know, I just use that and then put it right into the music.
Yeah, that's so cool. Do you have like a specific persona for your music?
Does
it have a name?
No. Actually, I'm one of the only rappers in the world that my rap name is just my name. Justen Best.
Justen Best. I feel like it doesn't really need any like alternative.
I just want it to be different.
Yeah, because I mean your name is already not spelled like Justin. It's like Justeen. Yeah. It's not that hard to spell. I'm so sorry, but I'm like
people ask me all the time, is that your real name? I'm like, yes. I'm not gonna just put that on there.
Literally, because I thought your username was just end as an ending.
Oh yeah.
Best.
Oh,
but I was like, yeah, right. You
just gave me an idea. And you know, one thing is, one of my brands is every album I put out has best in it. So I recently put out an album called Even the Best Fall. And yes, and
That's a good name.
Right now it's my biggest project that I've had out. You know, streams are doing amazing, and right now I'm touring that. I'm gonna do some shows in North Carolina. I'm do some shows in Atlanta, in South Carolina.
That's huge.
So yes,
I'm so happy for you because I
Yes.
think, like, honestly, because I know Atlanta's the hip hop capital of the world,
oh man, it's beautiful.
right?
I
You've
love
been
performing
before?
there. Yeah, I've performed there before. I love it.
Oh my God, would you move there, or do you like, living here and just maybe traveling for work?
I don't know. Atlanta has a lot to offer, to be honest, because it's kind of becoming the new Hollywood in a way. A lot of movies are being shot there. A lot of music is being done there. It's just a different vibe.
That's kind of what I've been hearing, though. I've been hearing, even when I went to New York, I noticed that there was a lot of actors, there was a lot of auditions, because I think, like, I've been having this conversation all the time, but there's a lot of taxes here in California that I think, like, people are getting tired of, and that's why they're filming in other places, because it's just cheaper. It's like all the tech companies that are moving to Austin, Texas. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Everybody's moving to Texas for sure.
I would never, but
I haven't spent a lot of time in New York. I definitely want to check it out.
I know. I was gonna ask you, like, why LA and not New York?
Well, I don't know. I just haven't been out there yet to check it out. The only place in New York I've been to is Buffalo. And nobody counts it as New York.
Yeah, I was like, what's in Buffalo?
Look, you're like,
I'm like, what's there?
Buffalo,
like,
what?
Buffalo Wild Wings. Like.
But I went there because we were I had some games in Toronto I was playing.
And you played in Toronto too, Canada?
Yeah. It was a traveling game. Yeah, Toronto, Mississauga, different parts of Canada.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I just think about Drake and Degrassi. I'm sorry.
Of course, of course. I
Degrassi.
went to the OVO store when I was there.
You went where?
To the OVO store, his clothing brand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Wow. So do you like Kendrick too?
I do. I actually want to get more into rap. I'm really into, like,
what do you
female
listen
rap.
to?
Well, I love Nicki.
Okay.
And I love Bia. I love Doja, because I think Doja's
Oh,
also a
boy.
rapper. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
No, she's something else. She's good though. She talked that shit. That's
yeah,
all,
I think she's very talented.
She is.
I think her personality is interesting, but
yeah.
but I think, like, I don't think celebrities owe us anything.
Right. No, not at all. It's already hard enough, doing what we do.
It's already hard enough doing what you do.
Sure.
But I wanted to know, like, how did you network here in LA?
Oh man, that's one of the toughest things for me, to be honest, because even though I'm a behavioral therapist, I'm very antisocial.
What? You're so nice.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I
right?
mean, not that antisocial people are so nice, but you seem. I'm glad that you're very comfortable.
I
with
get.
me.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
It definitely took me some time to open up. Like I said, I used to have social anxiety and things like that as well. Kind of just practicing it more and more.
Yeah.
Because I've been in rooms with many different people, and I'm like, dang, I should have went up and said this to this person and this and that.
And me, I'm very outgoing too, but I feel the exact same way too, because there's opportunities where I'm like, damn, I should have, but it's should have, could have, would have. Like,
Exactly,
like, it is what it is. You'll always get another chance.
Yeah.
But is there specific spots that you like to go to and lounge, and maybe, like, that's where you casually meet people a lot?
I would definitely say North Hollywood. I love North Hollywood. Right now, I just moved to LA. Right now I'm looking for a place back in NoHo, because I just feel like the vibe is so nice, and the energy is up, and yeah.
So you're a San Fernando Valley, like, you live there. I love that. I think there's so many creative people there, and sometimes I feel like it's so tiring to have to drive all the way to LA to do stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, it's too much. Like, it makes me happy because I feel like we have to create these things in the valley too. Like, like Balboa is so big. Imagine just throwing an event where, like, you just have your show there.
You
like,
really
it's
could.
Huge. You really could.
Yeah,
but I was wondering, have you ever had a listening party?
That's crazy. I was just gonna bring that up because that was one of the next things I'm trying to do. Yeah,
you should totally
that's one thing I'm trying to do.
Yeah, do it. I'm telling you, do it. I've been begging anybody, anywhere that makes music, do a listening party, because my friends went to a studio in Chatsworth. I forgot what it's called. It's called Hype Studios. I don't know if you've ever heard about it.
I've been there before.
You've been there before?
I've recorded music there.
No way. So you know Lupin?
Maybe I do.
Yeah, actually, my friend did an internship there, and like, people would host listening parties. Do you know Stoop?
No, I don't think so.
I wonder. It's so many people. I'm like,
it's a lot. It's a lot of rappers. It's a lot of artists.
It's just so crazy. Just because I know that, like, me, even though there's a lot of people there that haven't pursued, like, continued, there's songs that stuck with me that I listened to at their listening party.
Wow,
you know what I mean?
That's great.
So they don't know that out there's a fan.
Yeah. So that listening party vibe and that personal feeling that you have, that just brings you closer to
It brings you
artist.
closer to the artist. Because I noticed that people that maybe are a little bit more established, like I remember my friend the other day went to like Cali Uchi's listening party, and I'm like, how did you even find out about this? But how?
That's why I love living here.
Right?
You can find
I
stuff
love
like
it.
that.
But that's how I think, like, in the experience you enjoy music.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
So
and the connections through music.
The connection through music, exactly. But like, is that coming up soon, or like, will you be announcing a date?
Well, I think I should still do it, even though I put my album out on October 24th. That was the when I put out my most recent album. But you know, it could still be done. Right now, like I said, I'm focusing on putting it out there more, and like you said, touching the people is the best way to get your music out there. That's what I've noticed. I can post it on Instagram and this site however many times, but when I actually go out to perform and touch the people, I realize how those connections really build, and you actually build a following that way.
Yes, people like, I remember that I would have other people that would say, oh, I want to do music, and we would tell them you should perform it. They'd be like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, that's not for me. And I'm like, you don't realize that that's actually how you like build your fan base. Like, somebody out there maybe will be making fun of you, but then somebody out there, like, you'll be touching them with your music. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely went through a funny stage when I was maybe like right before I moved here, where people were kind of joking and making jokes about my music and laughing, but they were also like, yo, you spitting. Yeah. so you just gotta keep going.
You just gotta keep going. Exactly. And what's your most recent album called?
Even the Best Fall.
And it's that one?
Yes, Ooh, Even the Best Fall. And I want you guys to all go check out all my albums. I have The Best of Me. I can't think of them all, but they all have best.
Best. Yeah, yes, I love that. Do you have a favorite song in your new album?
On my new album, I think my favorite song would probably be Pushing Through. It's called Pushing Through.
What is it about?
And it's basically about, pushing through exxhaustion.
Pushing
through exhaustion, knowing that I'm a blossom.
I know. It's very exhausting out here. I agree. Like some days I just feel like, damn, what's the point sometimes? It's just like,
for sure.
Where's my hard work going?
I've definitely, done all these things, getting all these nice pictures, and everybody at home is saying, keep going, man, you're motivating me. And me, personally, I'm like, this isn't yielding anything, but it is.
It is.
It is. You have to, you're motivating people at home in different areas. I'm motivating people here that live here and are from here. And it's like, I just love how you hustle out here.
Yeah, you are very hustling. Like, even me, based off of this conversation, I already want to go out there and hustle. You know what I mean? Just because, like, I can tell that what you're doing is true to what you are. And, like, even if it's tiring, you'd rather do that than do something else. You know what I mean?
And I don't want to regret anything. That's one thing I don't want to do, is ever regret,
Me too.
I feel like, I'm still young. I need to keep pushing. I need to work harder and harder. Yeah. We're almost there. I definitely feel like every step that I'm taking is leading me in the right direction.
Yeah, I know. I love that. But if you were to plan your listening party, when would you do it? Because I actually really want to go.
Yeah. I'll be sure to have you and Bricky there. For sure. Soon, probably after Christmas.
Yes, I know. When the holidays are coming up.
When I get back from North Carolina, yeah, for sure. That's when I'll do it.
Do you have a lot of people that, that maybe your friends from school that still support you? Or do you feel like as you've chosen this path that those people have just naturally slipped away?
Well, I do. A lot of people definitely have slipped away for sure. But I do have a lot of people that have supported me throughout the years, from college to high school. Beautiful. And you need that as someone that doesn't have any friends or family here. Yeah. I have friends and family all over the world, but not here in LA.
Aww, that breaks my heart. Nah, you just haven't found your tribe here.
That's true. That's true. And out here, you have to be very careful about who you let into your life and who you're around.
I understand. I hear that a lot. Because I mean, me at this point, I've lived here for almost 9 years, so I guess I'm an Angelino. But but you are still very new, and I think I know that I do hear a lot of people, they find it very hard to navigate. And it makes me sad that you've had such a not that you've had a horrible experience. I'm not calling it that, but that you haven't found your tribe yet, but they are out there.
They're out there.
Like, there's people out there like you that love music and that hustle, because I feel like there's a problem with not that people don't hustle, but they're all in their own journey.
Yes.
You know, and you can't take everyone with you.
That's right. That's right. Like you and Brookie were saying earlier, you can't look at other people and and compare yourself. That's something I definitely had to figure out how to stop doing. Yeah. How to stop comparing myself to people. Like, why aren't I at this place like them? You know, no, everybody has their own steps. You know, so some people have gotten on. I think the baby got on when he was 30. Benny the Butcher got on when he was 30. There's some actors that didn't get on till they were 40. Like one actor on Abbott Elementary, the guy that plays the janitor, like
Mr. Johnson.
That's his first role.
What?
So
I
you know,
love Mr. Johnson.
His first big role. You know, so you gotta trust the process and just keep pushing, keep going.
Exactly. Yeah. That's crazy.
I love it.
I know. You know, I was gonna tell you that you modeling simultaneously as you're doing your music is such good promo for you. That must be like such a good way for you to kind of like market yourself as an artist.
Yeah, and I've been trying to figure out ways to intertwine the marketing aspect of it. So like as I'm on stage performing, I'm also asking the designer, say, hey man, can I perform in this? So that when I come around posting the video, they're gonna repost it or they're gonna collaborate on the post.
Yeah.
So just just working with different creatives and figuring out how to slip your music in there as well.
No worries.
Yeah.
And may I ask, what do you do for yourself outside, like in your free time to nurture yourself in order to keep going?
Oh shit, I love watching movies.
Really?
Psychological thrillers.
Me too, Donnie Darko.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have some talks.
I know. I love Donnie Darko. I actually just went to an art gallery today, not far from here in Agora, and they had a picture, and it was like this girl naked, but she had like a bunny. She had like a bunny mask on, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so Donnie Darko.
That's a good one. That's a classic.
It
Donnie
is a
Darko's classic. But I have a couple more for you. I have a couple more shows and movies that I think you'd be interested in for sure.
Because I do like the dark stuff, like Requiem for a Dream, Train Spotting.
Yes,
Silence of the
we're
Lambs.
interesting people to be able to watch that.
I know. You do. I know, like Kids, like the movie that's right there. Have you ever seen it?
Oh, no, I don't think I've seen Kids.
Don't watch it. It's okay.
No, I'm going to watch it now. I'm going to have to.
No. I'm going to give you 3 warnings. I did that to my friend, too. I'm like, I'm going to give you 3 warnings.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I'm going to say no to you 3 times. If you ask me one more time, you can watch it. And then she watched it. She was like, why'd you let me watch this?
Oh my gosh,
and I'm like, I warned
really?
you. But it's iconic. I don't know if you know who Rosario Dawson is.
Of course.
Oh my god, that was literally her breakout role.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's really dark.
I had no idea. That is.
But I feel like darkness also fuels artistry in a way. Like in the side, I remember like when I was at my darkest. I don't want to romanticize being like sad, but I think that's when also maybe I channeled my emotions in a healthiest way, which is writing.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, for sure. When we're going through our toughest times is when we get most creative and make our best work. It's really crazy, you know. Like Joe Budden, probably my favorite rapper. I didn't like his music when he was happy. Unfortunately, I'm glad that he was happy, but I'm like, man, you need to go through something so I can get some heat.
Me with Lana Del Rey, like, I'm like, girl, go be sad again, like, go get heartbroken. No, literally.
But you have to embrace those feelings, you know. You have to embrace those emotions, and that's something else I had to figure out as I got older. You know, as a man, of course, it takes us longer to mature, for sure. For sure, we don't get mature till about 25, I guess. But it definitely took me a while to figure out why I'm feeling this way, why I want to react this way, and how I should react.
Yeah. What kind of advice would you give someone, maybe that loves music too and is having trouble putting pen to paper?
Like writer's block?
Yeah, like writer or creative's block, just anything. Because I feel like when you're in music, you don't necessarily... I think like it's like when you're a singer, like you don't necessarily have to be a writer to be like a musician, you know what I mean? Because there's a team for you.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, like what kind of advice would you give someone that knows they want to do music but they don't know where to start?
Find what you love to do. Find your niche, find something that you do for free. You could be a mixer and master. You can be a producer. You can be a writer. You can be a songwriter. That's something I'm looking into as well. Just being open to different things within the music industry. You can get into music and love your job. You can get a job at Spotify if you're an artist. Like if I got a job at Spotify or Apple Music, I probably love that because I'm around it all. I'm around what I do. So find a way to be around what you love to do. That's what it is.
Yeah, I understand that too. I tell that to my friends a lot, like, because she tells me, she's like, you are who you surround yourself with.
Oh, big time.
Right? And, like, you can't take your friends everywhere with you. Not everybody has your work ethic or your passion.
And everybody can't go with you.
But that's what I mean, like, for you, like, find your tribe because there are people out there that are doing the exact same thing you're doing. They're in your exact same journey. Yeah. I think, because I had a lot of creative friends in high school, but nobody, I think, with my drive and my work ethic.
Wow.
And honestly, like, social media has helped me so much because in a way, it low-key became a digital portfolio, like, over
It
time.
did, no, it did, and that's where we're at right now.
That's where we're at right now.
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
So how are you, like, marketing yourself in a way? Like, you know, like,
Do
do you think it's better online, or, like, or not that it's better online, but has it worked more for you in person, IRL, or, like, online?
It's a little bit of both, because, you know, you have to figure it out. Social media, you have to figure it out. They keep changing the algorithms, and they keep changing this and that. You know, you just got to figure out what the key is. How do I get this? How do I get these views? How do I do this? But it all comes together. You have to all do it. You have to go outside, touch the people. You have to have an internet presence as well.
That part.
And you know, something I realized is I can't just stay on one platform. I can't just be on. And you know, when TikTok came out, when Threads came out, I'm not getting that.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I still haven't gotten Threads because I'm such a Twitter person. It's never gonna be X.
It's the same. I hate it. And if I wasn't an artist, the only thing I would have was Twitter.
But you know what though? But I was thinking about that too. I was like, I need to stop being so stubborn. I need to let my ego down and just open that damn Thread. Like,
you have to.
Right? Because Instagram, that's where people connect.
You just have to adapt. You know. You gotta look at your favorite people. Look at the people that inspire you. You see what they're doing, and you see they made a Threads. It's for a reason. They might not be on it. Their team is controlling it, but it's for a reason. And you know, for example, like I went on Kai Cenat's stream a couple years ago, and
with him.
Yeah, I performed on his show.
What, you know him like that? Well, not like that, but like you got to know him like that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And Sky Jackson was on the show, and DDG. Yeah. I'll show you the video.
Not Sky Jackson.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm praying for her, but.
I know, right? But, you know, I went on the show, and after I got off of it, everybody was following me on YouTube and TikTok. And I didn't have anything on those pages, really. Yeah. But I realized you have to adapt. They're important. That's right. You know, just adapting, that's all. And, you know, I went on the show. I performed a song. And I didn't own all the rights to the song. So they had to mute out some parts of the song. I learned something about that as well. So as soon as I get a beat I know I'm going to perform or make a music video for, I'll buy it all. I want it all. So, you know, you just have to learn. You just have to learn.
It's a lot of learning in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you got to love it.
You just got to love it. And you just got to keep going. I wonder, like, have you had, like, a bad experience when it came to music here in LA?
There's been a couple shows that I walked out on because I was supposed to perform and maybe the DJ was too drunk or they didn't seem organized. And I hate that. No. I hate that. And if I can't do a sound check, I'm like, come on, man.
That's just unprofessional.
Right. So just things like that. There's a lot of janky promoters. There's a lot of different kind of promoters. So, you know, you just got to figure out who's who, who's what, who's good, and who's not.
Yeah. It's a lot of following your intuition. I think, like, even me, like, there were times where I ignored it. When it came, I think just continue being creative, you know, like, I was ignoring that. And, like, you know, your stomach will tell you when you're about to have a bad experience.
That's true. That's true.
But, you know.
just got to do it.
Exactly. But, you know, what's an advice you would give yourself in North Carolina, 12-year-old Justen?
Oh, man. Follow your heart and figure out how to get profit from something that you do for free. You know, that's the key to life, is to find something that you do for free and do it to make money. Yeah.
That's good advice. I'll take that because, girl, I can do that. My bank account knows it. But
doing it.
Right? Thank you so much for coming. It's been
so
lovely.
Nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you, too. It's lovely to get to know you. And I wish you luck in your future project. And I'm excited to hopefully go to your listening party.
Yes, we'll be talking soon.
Right?
For sure.
Bye.